Today we are going to practice 3 things. We're going to practice the phrase go the extra mile, which means do extra, do more than expected, do more than other people in the same situation. And we're going to practice using the verb remember with ing verbs, which may seem very simple, but often people get confused about when to use ing verbs, and the rules are confusing. So it's a good idea to practice it. We're also going to be using the verb to reminisce, which is similar to the word remember, but it has an extra idea. It means remember with happiness, remember the old times, remembering times that are gone, but they were good times when they happened. That is reminisce. Welcome to the Professor English podcast, where we don't talk about English, we practice English. My name is Ryan, and I am your host, and today we are going to be practicing our English while exploring how to use the phrase go the extra mile. And we will also practice using the verb remember plus ing verbs. Have you ever struggled understanding expressions that so many English speakers use? Today's exercise will help you improve your understanding while also practicing your listening and your speaking skills. I know how challenging it can be to communicate effectively in a new language, but by participating in this exercise, you will be one step closer to confidently expressing yourself in English. So let's get started. I will provide the prompts, and we will have a conversation together using regular spoken English. If you prefer visual aids, head on over to my YouTube channel, Professor English ESL Class. Now, let's dive in and start practicing English. Here is a situation. Mike was reminiscing, remembering the past, but in a nice way, in a happy way. Mike was reminiscing. Let's make a what reminisce about question. What was he? What was he? What was he? What was he reminiscing about? What was he? What was he? What was he? What was he reminiscing about? What was he reminiscing about? What was he reminiscing about? Let's say when he was an intern. He was reminiscing about when he was an intern, when he was an intern, when he was an intern, when he wasn't, when he was an intern. He was reminiscing about when he was an intern. So you can just imagine, oh, that was so much fun when I was an intern. Those were the good old days. That's reminisce. Let's make a what remember question in the past. What did he remember? What did he remember? What did he remember? Here is the answer. Work late every night. That doesn't sound like fun. Most of the time, if you're using a verb, or if you're using the verb remember, and you want to put another verb after it, you're going to use the ing form. Not always, but most of the time. So let's say he remembered working late. He remembered working late every night when he was an intern. He remembered working late every night when he was an intern. Now we can add that this was unusual. Not every intern worked late every night. This made Mike special. He worked harder than everyone else. No one expected him to work late, but he chose to do it. He wanted to show how hard he could work. He went the extra mile. He went the extra mile. He remembered working late every night when he was an intern. He remembered working late every night when he was an intern. When he was an intern. When he wasn't. When he was an intern. When he was an intern. He went the extra mile when he was an intern. He did things no one else did. No one expected it. Nobody else did it. It was only him. No one asked him to do it. He chose it. It was extra. He went the extra mile. He remembered working late. He remembered working late. He went the extra mile when he was an intern. When he was, when he wasn't, when he was an intern. All right, you're doing a fantastic job. Let's try another situation. Here is another situation. Mary was reminiscing. Remember reminiscing? Oh, the good old days. That was so wonderful. Those days are gone, but I love them. Let's make a what reminisce about question. What was she? What was she reminiscing about? What was she reminiscing about? What was she reminiscing about? Here is the answer. When she was a student. She was reminiscing about when she was a student. Oh, that was so much fun when I was a student. Oh, the good old days. They're gone. She was reminiscing about when she was a student. About when she was a. About when she was a. About when she was a. She was reminiscing about when she was a. She was reminiscing about when she was a student. She was reminiscing about when she was a student. About when she was a. About when she was a. She was reminiscing about when she was a student. Let's make a what she remember question. What did she remember? Here is the answer. Do an extra assignment to get the highest grade. And remember, most of the time, if you're using the verb to remember and you want to put another verb after it, it will be in the ing form. She remembered. She remembered doing. She remembered doing an extra assignment. She remembered doing an extra assignment. She remembered doing an extra assignment when she was in school. And we can add the phrase, go the extra mile here, meaning no one else or very few people did this. She was special. Nobody asked her to do this, and she was happy to do this extra work for some reason. So she remembered doing an extra assignment. She went the extra mile when she was in school. She worked harder than other people. She did things no one asked for. She did extra things no one asked for, so she could be the best. She remembered doing an extra assignment. She went the extra mile when she was in school. When she was in. When she wasn't. When she was in school. She went the extra mile. She remembered doing an extra assignment. She went the extra mile when she was in school. Wow, you're doing a super duper job. Let's keep going with another example. But first, a quick reminder. If you're finding these exercises helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, Professor English ESL Class. By subscribing, you'll never miss a lesson, and you'll continue to improve your English skills with ease. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, be sure to hit the like button. It may seem like a small action, but it means a lot to me, and it helps me create more fluency and listening comprehension exercises just like this one for you. So let's keep practicing English and taking our language skills to the next level together. Here is one more situation. Mike was reminiscing. Let's make a what reminisce about question. What? What was he? What was he? What was he reminiscing about? 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 Here is the answer. When he was employee of the month. Oh, that was such a wonderful time when I was employee of the month. That was great. That was wonderful. He was reminiscing about when he was, about when he was, about when he was, about when he was. He was reminiscing about when he was employee of the month. He was reminiscing about when he was employee of the month. Let's make a what remember question. What did he? What did he? What did he? What did he remember? What did he remember? What did he remember? Here is the answer. Do a follow-up on a dissatisfied customer. Follow-up is a phrasal verb, and here it means returning to the customer later, after meeting with the customer, returning later and making sure they are happy. That's doing a follow-up for a dissatisfied customer. He remembered doing a follow-up. He remembered doing a follow-up. He remembered doing a follow-up with a dissatisfied customer. Returning to the customer, saying, is everything okay now? That's a follow-up in this situation. We can use the phrase go the extra mile, meaning it was extra. No one asked him to do this, and it was a surprise, a nice surprise that he did this. Maybe other people would not do it. Normally, it's not done. That's why we can say he went the extra mile. He did something extra, something nice, something unexpected. He remembered doing a follow-up with a dissatisfied customer. He went the extra mile. He went the extra mile. He remembered doing a follow-up with a, 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 doing a follow-up with a. He remembered doing a follow-up with a dissatisfied customer. All right, congratulations. You made some fantastic progress today, and you practiced some great English phrases and vocabulary. I'm so impressed with how far you've come in such a short time. Remember that practice makes perfect, so be sure to repeat this exercise several times to really internalize these phrases and words, and to improve your listening and your speaking skills. It's been really fun practicing English with you today, and I hope to see you again soon. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that like button. See you in the next video with more interesting words and phrases.